Hello, hello, hello. 111 here. Let's get started. If I don't get started and get this done, I'm not going to get it done today. It's crazy. Anybody's wondering what I'm doing, it's Goddess, Earth, Air, Fire, Water, Spirit. Blessed be my family, my home, and me. Yes, I am bad, but it's okay. Let's see what energies we're picking up on today, huh? We got any other table on here? There we go. That is what it is. All right, we've got Gemini, the twins again here. We've got Venus, and we've got 1. Getting the strong energy that somebody is trying to start a new cycle here. Yeah, we got a lot going on. Yep, we got to focus on the males again today. This divine masculines are the ones that are burdening the 40 and the 5D the most, right? We got harvest, a reaping of what they sown, the moon, things coming into light, right? There's the sheath here. There's definitely cords that need to be cut. Rings of communication, right? And waves, right? Rings of communication causing waves. You know, if you got somebody toxic around you and you need to cut them out, cut them out. That's just all there is to it. I should have known I was going to be channeling them today. Everybody gets on me about my coffee. Past life energies are pulling in. What is affecting the connection this time? And a lot of people, it'll pull up past life energies and you'll be like, oh my God, that's what I'm actually dealing with. And it's because you're living the same contracts over and over again. You're playing with the same people over and over again. I'm going to be getting set up here soon. I'll be getting things set up better and a new microphone and all that's coming. I can get my new room set up. Just bear with me, y'all. You know, I get that strong message still again, once again, of that bottle of water, right? That bottle of water is $1 at the gas station, or $1 at the grocery store, $3 at the gas station, $6 at the airport. What, value goes up, right? If you're not being valued where you are, then you need to go where you are valued. Definitely galactic communication here. This is definitely picking up that twins energy, that galactic energy. What is this shadow here? Fragmented. Someone's torn apart here. Someone's fragmented into a bunch of different areas. They can't focus because they're so spread out. She's happy and I hate it. you know, it's funny. People will be bitter about somebody, right? You'll move from an area, right? You'll be the person who comes in, they fix all the problems, they are patient, they're able to evaluate and able to do all these things for people, and then you leave and their whole world falls apart and they're like, you cursed them and this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, nah, motherfucker, I was blessing you. And now all the blessings have gone away. That's how that works. When you remove the person who was bringing you all the luck, who had the right frequency that brought in this type of energy, yeah, you bring this person in who has the solutions, who comes up with, has the solutions over excuses. They bring in all this energy, and if you're just mirroring negativity all the time, eventually you're going to vibrate that person out of your life. That's just how it works, right? What happened? Bam, volcano, right? I love it though. Look how lovingly that smoke energy is, right? Right? This is all about that goddess from Moana, right? They stole the heart from her, and that's when she becomes volatile, right? But she's also the mother of creation, right? And those volcanoes, those explosions, this card's all about sometimes exploding is what you need to do in order to create a new environment, a new place, right? After the volcano is done erupting and it settles and everything, it makes some of the most fertile islands on the planet, right? That's why they worship her. Synergy, right? Don't doubt that synergy is always at play. It doesn't matter where you are on these journeys, right? You are exactly where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there. And as long as you fully believe that, you will continue to be blessed no matter where you are. Something on my shirt. Dreamtime creation. It is a time to breathe into creation the life that you want, right? Yeah, I'm just picking up that strong energy of what life is not as blessed as it was, right? This person definitely, like the runes, is talking about a lot of, there needs to be solid communication, and there needs to be a cutoff of communication from those who bring the toxicity in your life. If you've got someone who comes into your life and every time they come into your life shit starts falling apart, understand that that's that person's frequency. When you have someone who comes into your life and shit starts flowing and clicking and working and going better together, that's someone with a positive frequency that's affecting you, right? You definitely want to focus more on the positive people than the negative people. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Right? You want to be successful, then you want to associate with successful people, right? Something I used to get on with one of my exes, right? You know, he just didn't want to grow up, wanted to maintain these immature energies, and it's like, nah, man, at some point, don't you want to manifest more than just scraping by? Don't get all rocky on me now. Alright, we got 3D, 4D, 5D. 3D is how people supposed to be. It's the illusion. It's what people see. It's kind of what's going on in the physical reality. 4D is what's going on the telepathic connections, on that just beneath the surface. And 5D is what the higher-ups all are feeling about this. Alright, so there's definitely this energy. Okay. low on that. All right. There's definitely an energy here, right? I'm picking up a feminine. There are masculines in this deck, and this is just picking up the feminine, right? This is someone, I feel like, who's been casted out into the darkness, right? And it's a burdensome energy, right? But where's where the darkness, what do we learn in the darkness? How to create our own light, right? And it's kind of like the universe has put this person in this situation, definitely on the 3D, to remember that the 3D game, I call it the 3D shit, right? All that paperwork, all that bullshit, all that everything else, like, right? When all that crashes down around you, it's kind of just to show you how to burn your light, right? And it doesn't have to do, what does it take for light to grow darkness, right? There's definitely someone who is over the games, right? Over the games, right? They're over the illusions, they're over the lies, they're over the manipulations, right? This is someone who's come back into their own power, right? Falling back in love with the mirror, right? They're becoming the alchemists of their own lives again, right? Instead of worrying about others. So that's what's happened on the 3D. Someone's definitely, like, there is not a masculine card down here. The only masculine down here is someone who's been being played like a doll. I like how she kind of looks sadly upon it, right? But that's what I get with the Seven of Cups, right? Tired of the games. Just tired of the games there. I love her in this one, right? Back to being the alchemist in control. And like I said, when it comes down to it, if someone's toxically bringing someone down, then you have to disconnect yourself from them. You have to move on from that energy. You can't stay stuck in that energy, and the universe will go through some extremes to push you out, right? It's like I definitely get someone has turned down an offer from the universe, right? This is on the 40. This is someone who is becoming aware that they have turned down a gift from the universe for what? These 3 old cups, right? That were never going to be, right? I always get that image with this one, with that meme that talks about, it's like, I said I wanted the caramel macchiato and the Hello Kitty cup with rainbow sprinkles 3 times, and I haven't got exactly what I wanted yet. And the universe is like, well, how about you try this? How about you try this grown-up drink, right? I mean like grown-up, but how about you try this just regular coffee, right? Like, how about you just try that, And they're just like, nope. I want it with all this extra frill and everything else on it, and if I don't get that, and they're like, well, the universe is like, well, this is what you need to get what you want. And they're just like, nope, I'm just going to keep staring at these 3 over here. Definitely get someone who's had a lot of options, or has those options, right? This is someone who refuses to move into the Wheel of Fortune. This is someone who's actively blocking it, right? They don't want the Wheel of Fortune to turn because they don't want change. They are stuck in trying to, I don't even think recreate the past. I think they are stuck, they're afraid to recreate the past, good, bad, or otherwise. They're scared to recreate the past because if you recreate the good, what happened after the good the last time? It all fell apart. They're terrified of repeating the past. They're terrified if they take these leaps at a repeat, right? To the point where they are so defensive of it that they're whacking everything away, and they're just like, what? I'm fine. I can carry all this stuff by myself. I'm fine. I've been doing this by myself. I can do this by myself. I'm fine. I don't need any help. I'm going to carry all this bullshit, half of which isn't even their bullshit to carry. I'm fine though. I'm fine. I don't want change. I can't handle change. Why? Because bad shit happens when good shit happens, right? I'd rather just stick with the shoe that's stuck in crap instead of wiping the crap off or buying a new pair of shoes. They're just going to walk around smelling like shit the rest of their lives, right? That negative energy, and this is what I'm talking about here, because they refuse to accept what the universe can hand to them, right? See, even on the 5D, this person knows, right? They've got this King of Cups, right? This is someone who is well aware, right? Sorry, I haven't seen these cards, so I'm going to look at it, right? Yeah. They're aware of where the energy and where the love and where all the abundance comes from. They're aware of it. They're aware. The King of Cups is aware where his heart lies, right? But we got the Page of Pentacles reversed. We got the King of Wands reversed. We got the Four of Chalices here reversed. It's heartbreaking to look at, right? It's like, what? This person knows where their heart lies, but they're not gonna go for it, right? The universe is like, you're not going for it, right? You're just sitting there going, oh, I'll draw it to me. I'll just pull it to me. I don't have to make any physical movements towards them. And the universe is like, that's not how it works. That's not how equal give and take works. You can't keep relying on just the 4D to carry you through, because you don't even realize on that 4D line, you've already blocked it off. You're manifesting that timeline for yourself. You're refusing to accept these things, right? King of Wands reversed, right? This is toxic masculine energy, right? This is toxic masculine using sexual energy toxically, right? This is a twisted energy to be in, and this is the defensive energy I feel this person is using, right? And that's why they can't accept that Four of Cups in, right? I mean, the Four of Swords is all about recovering and recognizing the truth. The Four of Wands is the marriage and stability, building a stable home card, right? You know, the Four of Pentacles is about building stability in finances, but the Four of Cups, that's like what the universe is trying to offer you, this thing that will bring you the stability that you're looking for to maintain that Three of Cups celebratory energy, right? But this person's not going to let it in. The universe is screaming at them. Get the Star card. Look at all those little fairies or butterflies or whatever is coming out of it, right? You got the Star card here, and the universe is like, what? We can't give you any more signs. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many readings you go to. It doesn't matter what all you do. What? You have to breathe the creation into life. You have to follow your own synergy. You have to be the one to finally explode and say that you want more out of life, that you're tired of being fragmented and ripped into a million pieces. Why? This is your galactic mission, right? The universe is like screaming at this person. Like, they can't scream at them anymore, and it's like, all right. Let's see, what do we got? Star card here, right? Well, we can show you how to get to victory as much as you want, but if you choose to wallow in defeat, there's nothing that the universe can do with that. This person's already decided that they've lost, right? They don't see it. They don't see how to get to that celebration. What do we got? This is someone who's struggling to maintain stability, but the seeds they have sown are toxic. They're too busy. I just get that they've invested in the wrong places. Built up walls. Keeping secrets. Reversed. Refusing to take a rite of passage. Refusing to even recognize that it is a rite of passage. Why? Because there's something about accepting that it's been your own mentality that has you trapped with these energies. Look, this is someone who is toxically tied to toxic empresses. Why does this person keep tying themselves to these toxic empresses, right? These are non-nurturing people. Empress, the reverse empress is the reversed ultimate mother card. That's the reversed energy on that. That's someone who manipulates children, who uses children, right? You even got the Venus in there reversed on it, right? Alright, this is what it's got to say, right? It's time to focus on where you're casting your judgments. Do you spend most of your day focusing on how unfair the world is and how all these other people keep getting blessed that are horrible people and they don't deserve what they're getting and da-da-da-da-da? One, that is reaffirming your reality. That is reaffirming that you are going to get less and these bad people are going to keep getting more, and they keep getting more because you're co-creating that with it. Not only do they believe they deserve it, but you're saying, oh, it's so unfair they're getting it, reaffirming to the universe, give it to them. So this is about focusing where you're shedding your light, where you're shedding your love. And I'm going to get into this, right? Because you need to focus on who actually is equal give and take. Who are you actually being fair with? Who deserves your attention, right? King of Cups here, right? You have the King of Cups here. And why I'm saying this needs to be a focus on where does your heart lie? That's where you're not giving the cup. We got the Page of Cups reversed here and the Four of Cups reversed, and it's like the universe is like, what? Actually, you're supposed to be offering somebody a cup. You're supposed to be the one that's giving. You're the one who has become so stingy with defending what feeble stability that you have, that you can plant all these toxic intentions of trying to get over on people, right? You've got all these high walls. You're refusing to recognize where your own mind and your own thought processes have you trapped. Keeping secrets, keeping ties into these toxic ass connections. That's where that reverse King of Wands comes from too, right? This person, the reason they're attached to this person is because they keep allowing themselves to be attached to these people, right? Oh God, I just got this skeevy energy of like that whole, I'll keep sleeping with my baby mama even though they're nasty and fucking toxic because it's just pussy, right? It's all you can do without attachment. Nah. There's no non-attachment when shit like that. There's no non-attachment. When you go to somebody in your past and you keep engaging in that nasty behavior with them, you keep reaffirming and reconnecting those cords. Those people feel like they can keep pulling them cords to manipulate you whenever you want, whenever they want. You might, meanwhile, you're blocking off where you need to be going, right? Because what's at the end? What? If you were to give out if you were to go in the direction that your heart is actually calling, you've got the Ten of Cups there. Got guys do it all the time playing. Acting like I wasn't doing anything wrong. Guys do it all the time. You expect us to understand. When the shoe's on the other foot, you know that's when it hits the fan. Get over it, honey, it's a two-way street or you won't be a man of mine. Drinks with the girls last night, guys do it all the time. And I took you $30. Guys do it all the time and you expect us to understand. Shoes on the other foot, you know that's when it hits the fan. Get over it, honey, let's two-way street. Be a man of mine. All the time. What we got? You only mess up when you mix seasonal people with lifetime expectations. Yeah, there's definitely someone who is not letting go of people who are still sabotaging their lives, right? What is that? I get that Medea. That's what this is from, that Medea speech where they're talking about, you know, some people are like leaves on the tree. When the wind blows this way, they're over here. When it blows this way, they're over there. When the seasons change, they fall off and die, right? Then you've got branches. Branches make you seem like they're real sturdy, but as soon as you get out there on them, they'll break and leave you high and dry. But if you have a few people who are like the roots of that tree, that's all you need to survive, to make new branches and new leaves, right? For every question there is another for every question there is an answer, and for every answer there's just another question, right? Don't be thinking you're going to figure out all the mysteries of the universe. Our little human minds just cannot do that, right? If you can't look me in the eyes, then there's something we don't agree with, right? There's definitely some things that people do not want to budge on. There's disagreements here that aren't being spoken about. There's problems that just cannot be resolved without discussion. Never underestimate the predictability of stupidity. If you are so much smarter than all these people that you're supposed to be manipulating, right, that you have this cozy little setup with, right, if they're so stupid, then how come you're the one imprisoned by them? Why do you want to marry me so I can kiss you anytime I want? No, turning it sweet now. From Sweet Home Alabama. This is someone who knows where their heart does lie. You want a heart? You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they are made unbreakable. But still, I want one. See, you're asking, the universe is trying to hand, that's that Four of Cups. The universe is trying to hand it to you. What? Here's your heart. And they're like, no, I want it this way so that I can control all of my emotions. And that is not going to work, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different results. You want something different out of life, you're going to have to do something different. If you want something you've never had before, then you have to do something you've never done before. You can't expect to do it the same way. I've got these 3 failed relationships over here, and I'm going to try to create another relationship doing the same exact thing that I did to the last relationship, and I wonder why it exploded. Why? Because that last person's not going to play that fucking game with you, right? Why? Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So what? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Yes, the hard is what makes it great. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Done with this here. You were actually telling the truth. Funny. I do that all the time, yet everybody acts surprised. It's a little story that we can take with this. Ooh, we got the coffin. I don't know this one off the top of my head. The coffin, the Nine of Pentacles, ending, death, transformation, and sad times. From Snow White, the Brothers Grimm version, we see the coffin draped for mourning. The coffin is about death. When you see this card, remember that Snow White's youthful life with the dwarves stopped here. Her new adult life would begin when she is awakened by the prince. There was a great deal of sadness when her 7 companions found Snow White dead. They placed her in the glass coffin so that they could mourn her while still seeing her beautiful face. The prince cloak drapes the coffin because his love alone can revive Snow White. When she awakens, she has been transformed into a princess. Never forget that old ways must end before change and progress can occur. Where the coffin appears in your spread, it indicates something coming to an end. This can be an actual death, but this card also suggests the idea of letting things go. A good question for this card is, what changes need to happen in your life? Look for where you can best affect the change, the needed change. Ain't it sad though? Because while she's asleep, she can't see you, can she? But everybody can come and stare at her. I say that's one of the hardest things, I think, because it's like especially when you do things like this and you work on social media, it's like, yeah, well, it's real nice that everybody else can just not answer you and not talk to you and stuff like that. I think Rich cried about that one time, talking about how lonely it is. It's like, yeah, and it's sick because all these people from your past, they can tune in and see you every day. They have this whole conversation with you every day. But meanwhile, I'm just sitting here talking to a camera, y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.